Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's Arizona facing the UCLA Bruins.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
Taking a look at Arizona. They've got Mitchell. Johnson is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Lewis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
To the inside, here's Mitchell, and there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, for the Arizona Wildcat program, they didn't really become the force it is today until the 80s. Since then, Greg, Arizona has been a big player in the conference.
How about having a string of conference titles, 14 in total, all coming since 1986.
And Mitchell drops them both.
And for the Wildcats, arguably their best years were in the late 90s and early 2000s. In 1997, they won their lone college championship. A lot of trips to the Final Four around that time, too.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
And Arizona has been on the upswing in recent seasons, though. They continue to come into the tournament as a high seed and win their conference. This could be the start of kind of a second golden age for the program.
Now, here is Lawson. Following the miss by Freak, Lawson kicks to Mitchell. Johnson dishes to Lewis to the left wing. Back to Lawson. 6 to shoot. Arizona moving the ball around. Johnson's shot is off. Here's UCLA trailing by 2. Here's Freak. The three-pointer is right on target. Freak's got 5 points so far.
Savvy move to pull up from three-point range on the break there. When you can shoot it like he can, if you've got it, take it.
The Bruins leading by 3. Freak, he's in at point guard. Johnson is out there with Campbell. And it's Barton in at the 2. And here's Arizona now. And for Arizona, Ewing is out there with Williams. And it's Lewis in at the center position. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Lewis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes. You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that, but guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is a floor general in their mold.
And here's Lawson following the three-pointer by Freak. Lawson drives in. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him, not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Now here is Carter. To the middle. Count it, and the Bruin lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Ewing.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden, not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
And the foul called on Freak. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Freak, he's in at the point. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5, home in the paint. And for Arizona, we've got Hollis Jefferson. Mitchell is out there with Johnson, and it's Lawson in at the point guard.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Here is Lawson. After the Bruins picking up a basket just moments ago.
Boy, Arizona has had a lot of outstanding players in the NBA at all positions. For a while, they were known as a guard factory, and rightly so. Plenty of the outstanding guards have played in Wildcat jerseys.
For the Arizona Wildcat program, a lot of great guards over the years. Perimeter players in general have been their strength.
Yeah, think about it. Andre Iguodala, Jason Terry, Richard Jefferson are some of the recent names. How about Gilbert Arenas?
Sure.
As well. I mean, they've made their way also into the coaching ranks as well, with Steve Kerr doing a terrific job with the Warriors, and now Luke Walton, an assistant.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Fresh, the pass to Freak. Over to the left wing. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Arizona trails by 9. Outside Williams. The screen from Ewing. Lawson kicks to Johnson. Right side Williams. Back to Johnson. Lewis outside. Outside Williams. 5 to shoot. Lawson from outside. That is good. Lawson's got 7 points.
Nice stroke from long.
Now Arizona with it. Freak in at point guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5 down low. The Bruins leading by 8. Here's Fresh. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Lawson kicks to Lewis. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Arizona trails by 9. Lawson outside. Lewis attacking, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
The Bruins making a switch here. Starks is checked in. Freak's checked in for UCLA. And Arizona making a change here. And that's out of bounds. UCLA will retain possession.
They're fortunate that one was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
There's 1:26 left in the second half. Powered down with both hands.
Kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
And it's the Bruins with the ball. 9-point game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Just an amazing game for Freak. He's got 17 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
And both free throws good from Freak. 1:04 left to play here in the second half. Watson kicks to Lewis. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
His eyes just simply light up when he gets that close to the bucket. And you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And here's Arizona now. They trail by 11. Watson dishes to Mitchell. Johnson, a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Here's Freak. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. And now Arizona on the break. Here's Johnson. Takes the 12-footer and hits. So it's UCLA picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it's